Hello and welcome to Ula Tea Leaf Readings. My name is Lenor, and tonight I'm going to be reading your tea leaves. This is a horoscope for Capricorn. If Capricorn is your solar, lunar, ascendant/rising sign, then this is a message for you. Okay, let's get started. Okay, and let's see what these tea leaves have to say today. All right. And so we have the Three of Discs tonight, which has everything to do with works. Work. Achieving your goals. Yeah, getting things in order, getting it done. And I'd like to mention, if you haven't subscribed yet, please think about doing so. You can hit the little bell. It'll let you know when the next videos are coming out. And it is free to subscribe. We want you to be part of the community here. And the community is really growing. There's a lot of really wonderful people here. And I will mention in the community post section, I just put up a post for all of you who have small businesses, who have channels, things to promote. Please go and post, comment on there. We all support each other here. We love hearing from all of you. I check out all the channels and things that everybody posts and try to subscribe to them all and, watch as many videos as I can and so on. So, and I know a lot of other people look on there too. My husband has the same post up. So if you watch Dove and Serpent Tarot, my husband Paul, he has the same post. And you can go over there and watch some of his readings and post on his community. Share. Get a little bit of exposure. All right. So what are we going to look at first here? I have to look at this one. It looks like a person who is raising something. And I feel like it's a telescope. And the people with the telescopes have been in so many readings lately. Gazing off into the universe. Now, we have another person who is holding the same thing up right here. So you can see the head, the body holding up, telescope. Here, the head, the body holding up the telescope. Okay, so to me, this is all about goals. Okay, I think of the telescope, I think of the star card, I think of looking at the stars. The star card has everything to do with long-term goal making, trying to, dream of the things that you want, the things that seem like they're so unobtainable, they're so far out there, but you in your heart of hearts know this is the thing that is going to motivate you, inspire you to keep going, pushing forward, to do the dang thing. And so here we are, and this aligns with the Three of Discs so much, because you're working for it. You are. And I feel like, there must be a lot, a lot of goals, right? But at least two that are really important. Okay. And up here, we have some arrows. I have one arrow right here. I have, is that an arrow? It looks like one. It also kind of looks like a shovel, but I'm going to say, look, we got one arrow here, we got one here. So I'm going to go with arrows. And we have somebody who's kind of walking on the tightrope. Right here, you can see kind of a stick figure. We have the tightrope. And it also looks like somebody's arm. Okay, so this seems like a kind of a bizarre symbolism, but I kind of really feel like this is a little bit maybe of a departure from the work, but I really feel like you are pretty in love with somebody or something. It doesn't have to be a somebody, but I almost wonder if it is, because it seems like a tricky situation, honestly. Maybe is not your primary partner. Maybe this is somebody who has another primary partner. Maybe this is somebody who it's just hard to get to that deeper level with them. But it seems like there's something where it's like, it's pretty, there's like a very thin line to be walking here. But the thing is there's just there's those Cupid's arrows. And even if it's against your better judgment, I feel like this is something that feels really potent. It does. And I feel like it is really that there is like this sense of being really in love with something. Now, this could be that it is like business. Maybe you are, wanting another job. You maybe are courting a different company or position or whatever. This could be something like, I don't know, within the family, shifting allegiance, something, I don't know. But it seems like it means a lot to you. Your heart is involved, but you have to be really careful, okay? And kind of your fate is in somebody else's hands. But I think that there is almost kind of a sense of trust there. I don't think it's, necessarily like a bad thing. But I do think that it's a little different for Capricorn, because you all usually kind of go about things that are things that can get a little tricky, get you in a position. These are the things that you keep to yourself. You are really good at navigating the more difficult aspects of life by yourself. So to see you kind of buddied up with somebody or kind of in cahoots with somebody means that they're pretty important to you, okay? And that's not a bad thing. Now we have a 2 right there, so the number 2 seems important. I'm trying to see. What do we have? Now we have a rooster, and we have a turtle who's kind of climbing up these rocks slowly. So we have some kind of alarm, right? We have the rooster, kind of a beware situation. But I see with the turtle kind of climbing up the rocks, it's almost like, I get that anxiety. I feel like there's some amount of anxiety, almost like, it's not total ruin, but it's like when a turtle falls on its back and it's just stuck there. Its little legs going and on the sides, and it can't rock itself back over. You're going to need assistance. But, I think you're following your intuition, okay? And even if that is questionable, like what you're doing, I think that you ultimately have faith in the way. And you should be just fine. But look for those moments where the rooster is going off. Because, you have to kind of maybe slow your roll a little bit. Go a little bit more slowly. Yeah. Oh, and we have a 3. We have a 13, actually. We have a 13 and a K. 1, 3, and a K right there. So we have a 2, we have a 13, and we have a K. 13K. Maybe you'll be making 13K soon. Maybe it's something that's going to come up for you. And we have an E right there as well. And I'm looking at this and it looks very phallic to me. And, you know, when we have these phallic symbols, it really is kind of a fertile time. And with the Three of Discs, I have to believe that, you know, whatever you're doing is going to be pretty lucrative for you. But at the same time, I really feel like for Capricorn, more than any other sign, the sphere of work, the mundane work, the work in which we obtain resources for ourselves, if it's money, you know, food, housing, whatever, material goods. This is a mystical experience for you. It is very aligned as a mystical experience. It can be almost transcendent when you are in a place where you are learning, where you are in a place that things are going your way. When you are in that flow place, things are coming together. Hello, my love. Oh, you big boy. All right. And, you know, I feel like, yes, I love you. And I feel like this is kind of that energy. There is a sense of almost like mystical bliss, of like spiritual ecstasy at moments when it's like, you know, you make a big sale, or you do the best in your department for that whatever quarter or week or whatever it is, that your business starts actually making a profit when you know, you find some kind of you figure out a problem within the work that you're doing, whatever it is. I mean, there's just, you know, so many aspects of it are so rewarding to you. I always think of Capricorn as like the ever workaholic. It doesn't have to just be, you know, your day job. It could be creative. It could be spiritual. It could be, you know, a side hustle or whatever. It could be raising your family, taking care of your family. It doesn't really matter what it looks like, but doing the work is the most important thing to you. Okay. And, you know, I think that in some ways there are times when there's a lot of guilt around this, probably because you feel like you're missing out. You're missing out on things going on in your life with the people, you know, that you love, that you care about. And so, you know, it's really all about trying to find that balance. But, you know, in some ways, you know, it's almost kind of a double waste if you are not able to make use of this divine alignment that you have with doing the work. So when you do feel that bliss, you know, enjoy it, be in it. When you are in that flow, be in that flow, you know. Our work is different for each of us in this incarnate cycle, or in this lifetime, or, you know, in this in this simulation, or whatever it is, you know, that we're doing. It's different for each of us, you know, and it is just, it's a hard thing to go about our entire lives feeling like we're doing something wrong, you know. And so You know, I think it's important for you, and I'm not saying, just completely indulge fully in always being away at work. Hopefully you do find time to be doing other things, because that's important. It's, no matter what we do, if we put all of ourselves into one thing, we will waste away. Whatever that is. But I think, and this is a little bit of my own projection, but really life is, the state of the world truly makes me feel like it is quite sinful for me not to look at the blessings that I have, that we all have in our lives. And I don't really believe in sin, by the way, but this is a word, one of the words that maybe it's easy for most to understand. But, there's something very special to finding things that we love, and we must honor that. And you, Capricorn, I think have that deep love for something. So don't let your guilt eat you up about it. Do the things that you got to do. This life flows through our hands as quickly as water. So anyhow, let's take a look at this. We got a little cat. If you watch any of my other readings, usually it's the other one being held like a little baby. This one, Pudgy, this is my old boy. He's almost 16 now, and he's been with me since he was about a year old. He's been my little man, and he's the sweetest boy. He was a farm cat, but not super feral. Their family wasn't super feral. Okay, now you got to jump down, Bubba. There you go. And really just the sweetest cat. But he doesn't, if he wants that love, if he wants to be on your lap, he's going to be on your dang lap. You better believe it. He's not going to say, when you say no, he does not abide. He's not having that. Okay, so we have a square in the middle, things squared away. We have another square right over there. We have a hair, a cat hair, and let's see, we have a flower. Okay, so it looks to me like you have like two big things happening. They're two work things, but it's not exactly in this. I almost wonder if you have like two jobs, or you like your main job and a side job or a side project. Both of them, you're coming to a place of like conclusion in a big like project, or maybe you've been working like you've been working a long time without having any real breaks, and you're going to be having one soon. Okay. I must wonder if they've like hired somebody else, or if you've maybe gotten some more help within the business, or somebody's like finally trained or something. But it feels like there's anxiety around letting somebody else take over for some of the work that you do, because it feels like, okay, this is gonna go the wrong way. I'm gonna have more work to do. But I think it's gonna be okay, and this is really, really going to be a challenge for you. But with the flower, it's kind of like that stop and smell the roses. You need to plan for something else to do. You need to stay busy elsewhere. Okay? Let things be as they are. Let your goals remain met for a moment before you move on to the next thing. Okay? You're going to get burnt out if you don't. That's important. Maybe this whole other area of love, of courtship, of, romance and whatever. Indulge some of that. Spend some time in there. Okay? All right. So we have the Dreamers deck, 40 affirmations for pursuing your dreams from the I Know collection. And I'm going to go ahead and stop where it feels right. I'm going to flip this over, and it says, I know that my purpose is far greater than just working and paying the bills. I am more than my career. All right. Let's read it again. I know that my purpose is far greater than just working and paying the bills. I am more than my career. Yes. It's exactly what I'm saying. See, the cards agree with me. It's time to take a little breaky break. All right, Capricorn, I'm going to go ahead and say thank you so much for spending this time with me. It is time for me to take my own break and go to bed. I am a Capricorn ascendant, so this also is a little bit for me. But yes, if you would be so kind as to like the video, it really does help the channel so much. If you have not subscribed yet, please think about doing that. You can hit the little bell. It'll let you know when the next videos are coming out. And it is free. It's free to subscribe, free to become a member of the Cool Kids Club here at the Ula Tea Leaf Readings channel. And if you want to leave a comment, please do. I read all of them. They mean so much to me. I would love to hear from you. And we will talk again real soon. Thank you, thank you, thank you.